Mark Zuckerberg has one. Jackie Collins and Steve Jobs had them too. We're talking about work uniforms. They can not only save you time in the morning, they can define your style and brand. But there are some rules. Here to discuss is WSJ fashion columnist Christina Binkley. Hi, Christina. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Tanya.
So I think this is something most women can relate to anyway. Trying to figure out what to wear for work every morning can be a labor-intensive process and even make us late, no?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to know how many meetings I've rushed into feeling a little frazzled because I spent too much time in front of the mirror changing.
I hear you there. And of course, men have traditionally had the suit, which is essentially a work uniform. So tell us about some of the more famous work uniforms. Mark Zuckerberg, for instance.
Yeah, he raised the hoodie to office level, right? I mean, whether it's in cashmere or cotton or whatever. I mean, he wore it day in and day out until it kind of pounded into our minds that even a CEO could wear it.
Absolutely.
Steve Jobs, those black turtlenecks.
Right, Steve Jobs and Jackie Collins also had a version of the work uniform as well, correct?
She had a great one, actually. It was all about, you didn't even think about it. It was really all about 100 black tank tops that she had in her closet. And then, excuse me, she had jackets that were the same silhouette that she had made for her in a variety of different colors and fabrics.
All right, makes a lot of sense. So what are your tips, Christina, for assembling a work uniform of our own?
Well, I'll tell you, the first thing is to do is think very carefully about what you're comfortable in and what your office atmosphere is like. There are certain things that are appropriate in some offices that aren't in another. Some people like pants, some people like skirts. Some people even need variety, so you might want to think about building a uniform that actually builds in some chance for variety.
Kind of like Jackie Collins. No, are there any particular brands you recommend that lend themselves more easily to a uniform?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one key thing is that you don't want to have to go out and completely reinvent the wheel every time you need some new clothes. I recommend you do the research, look at brands like Equipment, which does blouses. They have 3 different silhouettes of blouses, so it's likely one that will fit virtually any body, and they make them continually, season in, season out, in a variety of different fabrics. You could fill your closet with 2 weeks worth and just use them on a rotation. J. Crew has an excellent constantly replenished set of pants in varying colors, cuts and lengths, also jackets and even shirts. If you like the sort of the cotton work shirt look, you can go with what they call the perfect shirt, and they have that. And Rochelle Barron's has a line called The Shirt. It has a very canny little aspect, which is an extra button at the bust, so it prevents the dreaded gape. It's a smart
like that. And it's tapered a little bit at the sides there. I like that.
Yes.
Now, are there certain pieces, Christina, you recommend spending a little bit more money and investing in?
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, the key one would be a jacket, and that's a place where I tell people really do your research there and don't stint on the money. In fact, although spending a huge amount of money, $1,500 on a jacket might sound crazy to some of us, I recommend go to a store and try on an Alexander McQueen /pocket jacket, get a sense of what that feels like, try on some things by the row, some of these truly expensive but fabulously tailored and made jackets. Understand what your money will buy you there. If you can't afford it, you might be able to look for it on a resale site like RealReal, or step down a few notches, but be educated and understand what you're getting for your money.
I love it. I wish my job lent itself to a uniform, Christina. I would follow all those rules. Thank you so much for that.
Do beautifully, Tanya. Thank you.